Princess Diana's funeral procession is lengthened to allow thousands more pay their last respects. Gerry Adams in Washington will meet President Clinton's top security advisor this evening. Unveiled the ambitious plan to redevelop Dublin's docklands. And why one of the world's biggest multinationals stands accused in court in Nina. Good evening. As preparations continue for the funeral on Saturday of Princess Diana, thousands more people are to be allowed to see her funeral procession to Westminster Abbey. The Princess's coffin will now leave from her home at Kensington Palace, considerably extending the route of the funeral procession. The royal family today issued its first public comment since Princess Diana's death, saying members of the family took strength from the overwhelming support of the public.
As the preparations for the funeral continue, a huge security operation is now underway in central London. It will take 3 full days to search and seal off Westminster Abbey, and despite the IRA ceasefire, the funeral route will be carefully checked. Nobody knows exactly how many people will pour into central London to try to get a glimpse of the cortege, but it's estimated at over 2 million. That will present further problems. Huge video monitors will be erected in Hyde Park for the majority of those people who are unlikely to get anywhere near Westminster Abbey. Almost all shops and businesses will be closed for at least the morning on Saturday, and almost every sporting fixture in the country has been cancelled. The Scottish Football Association was coming under some high-level government pressure today to cancel the World Cup qualifier between Scotland and Belarus. At St James's Palace, the queues to sign the numerous books of condolence are lengthening, many now waiting over 12 hours and sleeping out last night to record their tributes. It's now been announced that Princes William and Harry will travel from Balmoral in Scotland with their father to St James's Palace on Friday to spend some final moments with the body of their mother. At the gates of Diana's family home, Althorp in Northamptonshire, there are also growing piles of floral tributes.
We're from Wexford, and we're over here on a short holiday and also to visit our children. And as we're staying not very far from here, we felt it very appropriate to come here, some sort of expression on behalf of ourselves and on behalf, perhaps in a small way, of our country.
This is the ancestral home of 20 generations of the Spencer family, many of whom served England well. All are likely to be overshadowed by Diana, Princess of Wales. A short distance from the family estate in the village of Great Brington is the 13th century church of St Mary the Virgin. Here in the crypt below the Spencer family chapel, the body of Diana will be finally laid to rest.
In Paris, meanwhile, it's being claimed that Princess Diana's driver, Henri Paul, who also died in the crash, was not qualified to drive limousines. That's been strongly denied by his employers, the Al Fayed family. A lawyer for Mr. Paul's relatives has challenged the claim that he had consumed 3 times the legal limit for alcohol at the time of the crash.
With each day, another twist in the investigation into the circumstances of the fatal crash. An unnamed driver has now alleged the chauffeur, Henri Paul, didn't have the special licence required to drive limousines. That's been denied by the Al Fayed family. Their spokesman, Michael Cole, said the claim was entirely false. It's also emerged the dead chauffeur's family is challenging the authorities' claims that he was 3 times over the legal limit when the crash happened. They're demanding a new blood test. Their lawyer said they were extremely surprised at the forensic results. Henri Paul's neighbours were equally taken aback. This woman said she never saw him drink a lot. He wasn't like that. The 6 photographers and an outrider facing manslaughter charges are not expected to make any further court appearances. Their legal team has insisted they've been made scapegoats of.
Technically speaking, there are no reasons to charge anyone here.
Today, French police were checking mobile phone records of the photographers to see if anyone called for help. It's understood the investigation will take several months. The key witness, Diana's bodyguard, Trevor Rees-Jones, is still too ill to talk to the police. It's understood it will be several weeks before his account of the crash is known.
And there's to be a memorial service in this country for Princess Diana. It'll take place